Hi, my name is Peter Galloway, and this is my presentation. I have been spending most of my time outside college rehearsing and gigging with my band Realize. Realize is a dual-purpose function band consisting Peter Galloway, drums, Vicky Lynch, vocals, Paul Lydon, vocals, rhythm guitar, Stepan Zetkalak, lead guitar, and Robbie Martin, bass. We are a dual-purpose band in the sense that as well as being your average run-of-the-mill pop-rock indie band performing our own material, we are a well-polished, competent and confident function band with the ability to play most styles and genres for what or whoever function or booking we get. Realize can and have already started making a profit from gigging functions and events. For example, when Realize played The Garage, a popular music venue in Glasgow, with only 2 days' notice we still managed to pull in around 250 paying customers for the show, giving us a wee tidy profit of £50 each after the expenses. Given that the gig was such short notice, I know that with more time and planning, Realize can really make a living doing what we all know and love. Recently, Realize entered the live and unsigned acts competition, where after 2 shows at the Royal Concert Halls in Glasgow we made it through to the semi-finals in Newcastle, but sadly we did not get to play the O2 Arena down in London and came encouraging 6th place out of about 300 artists. And encouraging it was, as we are now regularly gigging the Glasgow circuit and trying to take it to the logical conclusion. The aim being to make a decent living from the music. I have been arguably musical from a young age, my mother a singer, which I guess shaped my childhood. I started drumming when I was 11 when I joined the Royal Burgh of Stirling Pipe Band. Lucky enough to win the World Pipe Band Championships a couple of times, which granted me the amazing memories of touring with the band, playing the snare drum over Europe and even China. This was the life, and music was definitely my bag. So why not make a living doing what makes me me? Over the years I have played in many bands, some good, some not so good. However, Realize differs from the rest, as this time I have been slightly more organized, and given that I do not have to worry about the musical abilities of the rest of the band. Paul is an angelic singer with great timing and brilliant guitar skills. Vicky has the power of Tina Turner and the range of Joni Mitchell, one of the best singers I have heard next to my ma, of course. Stepan is either insane or a genius with the dexterity of a centipede. Robbie is a wizard on the bass with a no-nonsense attitude and the dedication of the French Foreign Legion. Arguably we formed in February, starting life as a college band consisting of me, Peter Galloway, Paul Lydon and Vicky Lynch, playing and writing material for class as is expected of everyone on the course. However, as we gelled together so well, it made perfect sense to try to put a whole band together with the intention of performing as a function band and make a living doing something we all enjoy. So we put the band together and started to give it all, and more importantly look at it as a business venture. Before college, Vicky made her living as a karaoke singer, so she has plenty of contacts which can be exploited to her advantage when it comes to getting bookings in business. The main idea being to expand upon these contacts and secure future employment. Apart from being together most of the time in college, we all have regular band practice at least twice a week where we brainstorm and aim for smooth operation. As a business, Realize shall have a partnership business structure, which is a type of business entity in which partners, owners, share with each other the profits or losses of the business. The idea being that we are a team who make democratic decisions. One big advantage of a general partnership is that you don't have to register with your state and pay an often hefty fee, as you do to establish a corporation or limited liability company. And because a general partnership is normally a pass-through tax entity, the partners, not the partnership, are taxed unless you specifically elect to be taxed like a corporation. Filing income tax returns is easy. Unlike a regular corporation, there is no need to file separate tax returns for the corporate entity and its owners. But given that the business-related acts of one partner legally bind all others, it is essential that you go into business with a partner or partners you completely trust. It is also essential that you prepare a written partnership agreement establishing, among other things, each partner's share of profits or losses, day-to-day duties, and what happens if one partner dies or retires. Thanks to the wonders of the technological age, marketing Realis has been relatively easy. We have Realis affiliated with all the obvious social networking sites such as MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, which are all linked by www.realistheband.com, which acts as the main hub and brain of operations, on which customers can listen and book us for functions and events. In effect, we have covered all the bases just in case. You cannot beat good old-fashioned word of mouth. Given we are marketing ourselves as a function band, it is safe to say that they fall into the smaller part of the market known as function or cabaret acts, which means that the customers are male-female aged from 18 to 50 years old from any walk of life wishing to celebrate something such as a wedding, anniversary, birthday, function or event. This is the beauty of being a function band, as there are many different types of customers across the demographic, all wishing the same product, a decent band to play their function and ultimately have a good time. At first, to compete with the competition, Realis shall undercut the rest by charging £650, 100 to each band member and 150 towards expenses such as van hire and equipment. This very cheap, as the average price to hire a function band is from £850 up to £1,200. Once Realis have a few customers satisfied and have gained the necessary experience, and are the main players on the function circuit, £1,000 per show shall be charged, which realistically would be economically viable even if Realis only played one show per week. As Realis are pretty headstrong and wish to keep costs to a minimum, the plan is to take bookings via our website www.realistheband.com, as we already have set up the business under the subsidiary VL Entertainment, which is now a registered business with Companies House. Also, we have set up a PayPal account, which makes booking Realis as easy and time-saving as possible. To stand out from the competition, we offer the customer the choice of writing the set list for their event. That means that the customer can choose any popular song from past or present, making their special night that bit more bespoke and original. Memories are golden and last forever, so for example, Realis wish to offer the best to their abilities, as they know how important and memorable as possible. So in the unlikely event of the band making a mistake on stage, there will be a refund policy which will state that if the customer is not entirely happy, we will only keep the deposit paid. This also puts the customer at ease, as nobody else offers such a confident deal. At the moment, we do most of our rehearsing at the Audio Lounge, which is a recording studio in the Glasgow area, where during the weekdays only charge £3 per hour, compared to most studios where the average price is £7. So we can afford more rehearsal time. Out with the Audio Lounge, I have converted my bedroom into a small studio where he and the band can practice in a more comfortable environment. We have all of our own equipment, such as instruments, drums, guitars, bass, amps, microphones, PA system, pedals, cables, etc., and are looking into purchasing our own transportation in the way of a band van. Thankfully, both Vicky and Stepan have full driver's licenses. I am currently looking into instrument insurance through the Musicians Union. As for the long-term plan, in 3 to 5 years, once more established and I am qualified to teach, I plan to have our own proper rehearsal space where we can practice whenever we wish. The idea being that this with time could be possible turned into the head office, giving Realis a place on the map. Once established, the head office rehearsal space could be used as a school for special needs children to come along and enjoy a music lesson. The idea being that Realis would be giving something back to the Glasgow community, which, as well as being a morally good thing to do, will also secure charitable funding. But realistically, the short-term plan in financial terms is: to start, we shall charge £650 until the band's profile is raised and the act is perfected. So that breaks down to be £100 sterling to each band member and 150 to the band's expenses. Ideally gigging once per month, giving the band enough time to practice each client's set list for their function. This will be a testing time for the band. There will be overheads such as rehearsal time. However, given that these overheads are reasonably low as we have all the gear needed to perform in a small hall, so overall profit before expenses could be £3,900. Of course, given that Realis shall be rehearsing 3 times a week, 3 hours per day, £3 sterling per hour, works out to be £27 sterling per week, so it would be £108 per calendar month. So over 6 months Realis will spend £648. So if we stick to plan of gigging once per month, Realis should make a tidy profit of £3,252. So fingers crossed, hope springs eternal.
Yaldi.